Hey everybody, welcome back to our series of videos about Canva where we're covering some of the basics of Canva use. And as you know, we've been working on creating an infographic, and our infographic is about the water cycle. So you may have noticed that I've done a little work since last we showed some skills in Canva. We had some things here. I changed a graphic here. I'm working on this one a little bit to make it better. It's water droplets, and that fits with condensation, change precipitation a little bit, transpiration. Got some work to do right there, but you'll notice I've made progress. Let's start out with transpiration right here. You notice the word is too long to fit the frame that existed there before. So I can double click on it, select it, and then if I just drag to the right, that will help that fit. You'll notice I get these little buttons at the bottom right there, little menu items. One is rotate, the other is move. So I'm going to move it over just a little bit, and it seems a little too big for that current color that it's in. So if I double click it to make it be highlighted or drag across it, I can come up here to my item size and I can just make it just a tad smaller. That works a lot better. I also have some other things I can do with text effects, which would be here. So once I've selected the text and I pick the word effects, now over here I can choose to have a drop shadow behind it or make it pop out just a little. I also have this glitch that puts some pink and blue behind it, blue-green. So I can do multiple things with the text once I have it selected. I think I'm just going to keep it matching what I already had. And I'm doing just Control Z over and over, Command Z on a Mac, just to get it to be back to where it was. So now I've got that taken care of. Now for condensation, I want to do something a little different here. I need it to be a circle, but I want it to fit here. And I've got these droplets of water that have condensed on the side right there. And I want them to be a circle, but I'm not really sure how to get that to fit in this space. So Canva actually has some really cool things called frames. So if I click on design over here and type in frame, sorry, I'm still in templates. I guess I need to get out of that area. So I want to come back to elements and choose frame. So we'll pick frame right there, and I have this circle. Now when I drag this over, it puts the frame onto my design, and by dragging this image onto that frame, did you see what happened? It made it into a circle. And now the cool thing is that can be resized. All I need to do is just drag it down. Remember, if I drag on the corner handle, it's going to keep its aspect ratio. If I grab anywhere else, now it becomes an oval. So I'm going to undo all of that, grab a corner handle, and just pull that down until I get it to about the size I want. It's got to fit roughly in that circle shape that we had before. So that's a fantastically simple way to create a photo that becomes a circle in that frame. It's kind of magical, isn't it? So I'm getting close now. I've got my layout looking basically like I want. I haven't covered everything, but I think enough to show that I understand the water cycle a little bit. Now the trick is, how do I share this? Up here in the top right corner, you can see I have a share button, and this is where you'll need to make some choices because you can either copy this link to share, but that's going to be a problem probably for right now, or I can download it. And if I click download, then I can choose whether I want it to be a PDF or a JPEG image or a PNG. It's a portable network graphic, joint photo experts group, scalable vector graphic, portable document format. So I've got all of these images. I think for today, because this one is just going to be an image I want to share with my teacher, JPEG seems to be easy, so I'm going to pick that one. I can also decide what the quality is and what the size is. Now I could get this to be so huge, my teacher is really going to struggle to deal with it. So I want to just keep that number right now at 1. I could also make it too small to actually be useful. So I want to keep it at about 1. That's 800 by 2000, which is my original size. Quality, I think 80% is fine right here. The bigger I get, the longer it's going to take to download and move around. That's just a street fight. I don't want to fight. So I'm going to say I want 80 right there is fine. And I'm going to click download. That's going to go into my downloads folder, and I need to watch this scale because it does take a minute. Right here now, I can come out and see where it showed up. It's in my water cycle right here. Here's what my finished graphic looks like. I'm pleased with that. So hopefully you will be pleased as well. That gets us through the completion of this assignment in creating an infographic. I hope you had fun, and meanwhile, have a great day.